In India, the fiscal third quarter GDP print showed agriculture as the weakest sector in the economy. The slump was largely due to poor monsoon conditions and also the impact of El Nino. The CFO of Indian rice processing and exporting company KRBL sat down with CNBC's Sri Jagaraja to talk about how the group is adjusting to the diminishing share of agriculture on the country's economy. Here's part of their conversation. Take a look.
The share of agriculture in India has been declining, and that's because other parts of the economy, which is industry and services, have been going far quicker. From our point of view, our dependence on agriculture is really for paddy, which is our basic raw material, and their paddy production in India has been increasing. In fact, if you look at last 10 years, paddy production has gone up by about 2.7% average annually. So no direct impact on us. However, you're right. I mean, in terms of a share in the overall economy, it's been declining.
Farmers argue that they are not given the minimum support prices, the minimum selling prices they need to make production viable and to survive even. What is KRBL doing to ensure farmers get a fair and a just price for their commodity?
Sure. So in our trade, we deal primarily in basmati, where as per government policy, there is no minimum price that the government provides on basmati. What we do is that we buy our produce from government regulated markets, where there is a proper mechanism for price discovery. We actually bid along with various other players in the rice for quality rice, and we buy it at the price that discovers. So I think what we do is buy at the fair price according to price discovery.
There are so many challenges, not least of all presented by global warming. On a global scale, India is no exception. How does this impact the pricing environment? Are prices for rice, which is a staple commodity, set to rise even further? And how, in your opinion, is this going to feed? Does this feed into inflation?
No, absolutely right. Like any other commodity, weather and global climate patterns have a huge impact. I think the last 2 or 3 years has seen record rise in rice prices, and that's because of weather, unexpected weather changes in large rice produced across the world. Now, there are some things that the government of India has taken initiative on. So, for example, the Modi government, since its launch, has launched a revised crop insurance scheme, which kind of makes it easier for the farmers to insure their crop. I think the second major initiative that they've taken is around irrigation. So India is a fairly rain-dependent economy from an agriculture point of view. We've always had schemes which enable or enhance the irrigation infrastructure. What the current government has done is that they've integrated all these schemes to make them far more effective. So there's a national plan that is going there. I think the third thing that the government of India has done is that they've launched a soil card scheme. So what that does is that they analyze the soil of each farm and then advise the farmer on what is the right nutrient mix that they should put in. So while you can't completely mitigate the impact of weather, I think these are steps in the right direction in terms of making it easier for the farmer to manage them.